Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my market wrap for Friday, December 2nd, 2016. Stocks today were flat. Um, Sector rotation is still in play. You saw the NASDAQ and the S&P slightly positive with the Dow going negative. So the winners that were winners yesterday are losers today, and the losers that are losers yesterday are winners today. Blah. I know it sounds like mishmash, but that's what happened. Um, the jobs report came out today about what expected. 175,000 non-farm payrolls created. Unemployment rate to 4.7%. Now, what you have to look for, however, and this is what I always caution people, is look for the U6, and I'm going to bring that up for you guys in a second here. Just bear with me. Let me get that for you. The U6 is the true measure of unemployment in the country. I'm going to get it for you right now. Bear with me. My computer's a little sluggish. I'm doing this in real time. Let's see. The U3 stand corrected. Unemployment rate 4.6. I was off by a tenth. The U6 unemployment rate went down 0.2 of a point from 9.5 to 9.3%. That's the true measure of unemployment in the country. And also, what you should look for this week is there is a referendum vote in Italy. If it goes the opposite of expectations, expect some volatility in the markets this coming. It's going to be, I think, Saturday. So pay attention to that Saturday, Sunday, and plan accordingly for Monday. On to the market summary for today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 2151 points, 21.51 to 19,170.42, down 0.11%. The Nasdaq Composite closed up 4.55 points to 5255.65, or 0.09%. The S&P 500 closed up 0.87 points to 2191.95, or 0.04%. The Russell 2000 closed up 0.32 points to 1314.13, or up 0.02%. Over in Asia, in Japan, the Nikkei 225 closed down 87.04 points to 18,426.08, or down 0.47%. Over in Europe, the FTSE 100 in England closed down 22.21 points to 6730.72, or down 0.33%. Looking at some broader indices, the Nasdaq 100 triple Qs closed up 5.28 points to 4739.37, or up 0.11%. The S&P Midcap 400 closed up 0.84 points to close at 1624.12, or 0.07%. The S&P Small Cap 600 Index closed up 0.75 points to 809.34, or up 0.09%. Small Cap Russell 2000, I think I said that earlier, I'll repeat that again, closed up 0.24 points to 1314.04, up 0.02%. The NYSE Composite Index closed up 9.29 points to 10,838.27, or up 0.09%. Looking at the XAU, the Gold and Silver Index closed up 2.98 points to 82.29, up 3.75%. Looking at the SOX Index, the Semiconductor Index closed up 10.56 points to 847.36, or up 1.26%. And looking at the CBOE Volatility Index, the VIX closed up 0.08 points to 14.15, or up 0.57%. Looking at market internals today, volume was a little bit lower than the past couple days. On the NYSE, total share volume traded 3.770 billion shares, of which 2.01 billion was advancing, 1.697 billion was declining, and 55 million shares were unchanged. Looking at the NASDAQ stock market, total volume 1.839 billion shares, of which 1.05 billion were advancing, 764 million were declining, and 22 million were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market, or AMEX, total share volume 112 million shares, of which 59 million were advancing, 48 million were declining, and 4.3 million were unchanged. Looking at market breadth, or the advanced decline line, on the New York Stock Exchange, 1,653 issues were advancing, 1,347 issues were declining, and 108 issues were unchanged. Looking at the NASDAQ, 1,443 issues were advancing, 1,375 issues were declining, and 155 issues were unchanged. Looking over at the NYSE market, or the AMEX, 177 issues were advancing, 148 were declining, and 14 issues were unchanged. Looking at the currencies and commodity markets, currencies all versus the US dollar, the euro, last trade 1.0673, up 0.0011. The yen 113.54, down 0.55. The pound, my favorite currency of all, just marvelous. 1.2727, up 0.0136. Australian dollar 0.7452, up 0.0037, and the Swiss franc is at 1.0103, down 0.0005. Looking at the commodities complex, West Texas Intermediate crude, last trade 51.60, up 0.54 or 1.06%. Looking at Brent North Sea crude at 54.34, up 0.4 or 0.74%. Looking at gold, up 8.4 or up 0.72%. Looking at silver, gold's last trade was 1177.90. Looking at silver, last trade 16.75, up 0.244 or 1.48%. Looking at the Dow futures, down 27 points to 19,170 or down 0.14%. Looking at the S&P future, up 0.75 points to 2192.75 or 0.03%. Looking over at the 10-year bond, up 15/32 of a point, yield to maturity down to 2.396. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just focus on the upcoming week. Let's go to the Italian referendum. Let's plan accordingly. Could be some volatility, hopefully not. Looking at the unemployment data, looks like the interest rate rise will be coming up. Who knows how many rate rise cycles there'll be. I'm expecting at least 2. Could be potentially up to 4. Let's see how everything goes. You know, you don't want the economy to overheat as well. But from a jobs perspective, looks good. But however, how about the quality of jobs? I don't see it. You know, I see a lot of people struggling out there. And I would hope they get decent pay, or somehow the government can lower the standard of living to make things a lot more affordable for everybody to live with. I mean, you see oil starting to rise, price of gas start to rise. And I don't care what people say, there is inflation out there. I mean, where I am here in California, a bag of Reese's peanut butter chocolate cups is $14.99. Are you kidding me? And there's no inflation out there? Really? So let me ask everybody this question out there. Do you think there's inflation? Is it harder to get by these days? And what can be done to do anything about it? I want you guys to take this weekend and think. You know, also watch out for your portfolios. I want to say everybody, I want to say to everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope this was of use to you. If it was of use to you, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please support me on Patreon. Link will be in the description. I want you all to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday. And also, I want to leave with this final message, as I always do. Never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. Always fight and persevere, because you never know. And yes, it might be an obstacle to get there, but we can all get there. You can get there. Never give up the fight. All right, I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.